The dean backed up the professor, and then the president of the college found out, fired the dean, the chair department. I don't know what happened to this professor, though.
The situation is now under investigation by the Department of Justice.
I'm not convinced that your proposal was effective in stopping you from teaching things that are not allowed to be true.
See, that's the problem I have.
This is just Nazi shit. This is what the Nazis did, bro. Yeah, take the professors, put them in jail for their thought crimes. Go ahead and do it.
Because it's not biologically.
Genius. Moving on. This video is about woke professor or something. Let's hear it.
Secret Scholar Society. Multiple students kicked out of class for challenging their leftist professors. Dude, this keeps happening.
Please keep that opinion to your own house. I am stating what is national school authority policy.
Yeah.
Appeal to authority.
Respect my authority.
Students dare to articulate that there are only two genders, two teachers.
And they picked the dumbest argument out of all of them. Oh my goodness.
Freak out. Both kicked them out of class.
I wasn't making discrimination. I'm simply saying there are two genders, male and female.
Yeah.
Anything else is a personal identification.
I'm sorry, but you chose to make an issue of making a point which is contrary.
Yeah, look at the Irish. Yo, somebody find his Lucky Charms.
Policy.
Both record the interaction and they go viral.
This is the video posted by State Representative Brian Harrison of Midlothian.
I just have a question because I'm not entirely sure this is legal to be teaching.
And people are claiming you should have the right to teach anything you want. But keep in mind, these are universities funded.
What? What? No, you don't. Huh? Who was saying that?
You should have the right to...
Because I'm not entirely sure this is legal to be teaching.
And people are claiming you should have the right to teach anything you want. But keep in mind...
People are claiming... Who? Oh, the straw man I built in my head is saying this. I'm a genius.
Funded partially by taxpayer dollars.
Exactly.
Which bans public universities from offering programs that reference race, sexual orientation, or gender identity.
That seems so reasonable. I thought that was the progressive position. They become the thing I thought they were pushing against.
So goodness.
That was the progressive position. They become the thing I thought they were pushing against.
So I am not going to participate in this because it's not legal, and I don't want to promote something that is against our president's laws as well as against my religious beliefs. Yes.
That's the problem.
Against our what? What is she talking about? Is she talking about gender? Gender? That's not... What, like you're committing thought crimes? What do you mean it's against your president's law? This is an American, I presume, saying this. Right?
Is against our president's laws as well as against my religious beliefs. Yes.
That's the problem I have with this professor. She's insinuating, do you dare claim that what I'm saying is wrong?
Yes.
You are under this section that what I'm saying.
The great thing about laws is they're written in ink. We can judge whether something is legal or not, so that's not really up for debate.
Can you explain to me how...
Well, wait, yeah, it is. Yeah, what did she say that's illegal? What? Like you're saying that this person has committed a crime. Okay, yeah, I agree. The law is, well, you know, if you want to like get real technical about it, okay, it's interpreted by courts. But like, in theory, the semantic wise, it is black and white, right? Like you're either violating the law or you're not, and the courts are responsible for finding that out. Okay, that's it.
Hey, Zelius, thanks for the raid, man. How you doing, Zelius? It's been a while, man. Thank you so much. Thank you.
But it is certainly up for debate.
How teaching us about gender identity and transgenderism and that there's more sexes than...
Gender is illegal.
Huh?
My gender isn't illegal.
No one's claiming your gender is illegal. The student is pointing out that what you are teaching is illegal, and you're not contending with that at all.
If you want me to read the paragraph in the order itself...
Not that. If you are uncomfortable in this box...
Okay, so let's define our terms here. Illegal is breaking the law, which a court can find you guilty or not guilty of, and then you go to jail. Okay, or you do community service, or you pay a fine. Okay, whatever, right? That's something that's illegal, right? That's an illegal action. Now, even if the government doesn't acknowledge that there are two genders, sociologists, right, the study of sociology itself disagrees with that premise. Okay, so basically what you're saying is because the government doesn't acknowledge that there are more than two genders, it is illegal to teach that there are more than two genders. That's not how that works. That's not how that works, man. Okay, the government just doesn't acknowledge that there are more than two genders. That doesn't mean that there aren't. That doesn't mean it's illegal to teach that there are more than. That's it.
You have a right to leave.
Yes.
What you're doing is not illegal, and if you'd like to defend that it is, you need to talk to the department or the highway.
Well, the student did just that, and it turns out that this became a big debacle.
Well, I've already been in contact with the president of A&M, and I actually have a meeting with him in person to show all of my documentation.
This got into the news. The dean backed up the professor, and then the president of the college found out, fired the dean, the chair department. I don't know what happened to this professor, though.
The situation is
That's
now under
crazy.
investigation by the Department of Justice.
I'm not convinced that your proposal will be effective in stopping you from teaching things that are not allowed to be true.
See, that's the problem I have. When you
This is just Nazi shit. This is what the Nazis did, bro. Yeah, take the professors, put them in jail for their thought crimes. Go ahead and do it.
Because
Yep.
it is not
Basically,
biological.
it's
It's
Genius.
important for students to be able to examine many ideologies, to understand the flaws and how they're wielded. But
Yeah.
the problem I have is when you claim anyone who questions it is wrong.
Feels like you have the legal.
Wait, wait, really? Wait, how did we sell that many? There's only 19 Ranafumos left? That's not many. Might order more.
Okay, it's like if a physics student walked in to their physics class and the professor was teaching about relativity and the kid was just like, yeah, I think that, physics, it's actually, gravity is actually a constant force, and there's a particle, a gravity particle, that is exerting force in the form of a wave function. Or some other shit. And then the professor is like, well, actually, like, that's not really what the theory supports, and there's, like, all this evidence that counters that, and then the student is like, what you're saying is illegal, because I don't think it's true, because I don't like the evidence. Like, okay. Alright, man.
Because they don't have objective truth, they fall back on ethical virtue, the professional expertise. Therefore, I override your logic and objective facts.
Okay. Yeah, no, I am.
And then she kicks out the student. Rinse and repeat. We continue to see this play out.
You're entitled to your opinion. If I am, then how would you kick me out of class? It's not very inclusive of
Can I take your
opinions.
sentence, please? It's not very inclusive. No, sorry, what you were saying was not very inclusive. And this is an inclusive school.
This is such an inclusive school, we're going to kick you out. Today's sponsor is one of those that I wish I had started using a long time ago. It's been a big game changer. Native Hydrate, the 39-in-1 everyday electrolytes and amino acids formula.
So much
I've been
for the
putting some
tolerant
smoothies,
left.
okay, frozen fruit base, mango juice, creatine, protein, and one of these packets. My favorite is the peach mango. You can also put these in water. You can put them in anything.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's elect official guys.
Unethical reaction.
Yeah, how was what I was saying?
As I was
More
saying,
in the best
only
ad
difference
reads.
is that there are more than one gender. And it's
Well,
not
that's your opinion.
That's my opinion, and that is an opinion which is acceptable in the school. I'm afraid yours, which you're saying that there's no such thing as anyone other than male or female, is not
Scientifically,
inclusive.
there are just two genders.
So
Depending on what
triggered.
gender.
But you're choosing to make an issue of this.
In the UK, those in power are on the opposite side.
That was your opportunity to keep quiet.
We have the ethical high ground, therefore it's our way or the highway.
You were clearly given an opportunity not to pursue it. You chose to do so.
Yeah, because I think it's
You
silly.
chose to do so. Yes, that's the key question. You chose to do so.
I think it's silly to have anything other than two genders. So.
That okay?
Anything
Please,
else is
could you
personal.
please keep that opinion to your own house?
Damn.
Thank you.
That is amazing.
I don't understand sociology, and I don't want to learn, so... You are authoritarian!
Finding
You
something
are a
silly is forbidden. You
Nazi!
must keep that in your own house.
Right,
Because each other behind the
rev up the Bugatti,
Now, I am stating what is national school.
Day in the life of a Brexit geezer. Wake up. Meet the wife shows him. Isn't she lovely? Time to take Georgie to football practice. Rev up the Bugatti, yeah, right.
Scientific whatsoever.
Respect my
Not every
authority.
policy is scientific, right? Yes, sorry, not every policy is scientific, Murray.
And he just flat out admits, we know this isn't objectively true. Yeah, it's not.
What is even the point of school? What is
Wait,
the point?
what?
And he,
Whatsoever.
Respect my
Not every
authority.
policy is scientific, right? Yes, sorry, not every policy is scientific, Murray.
and he just
No, it is scientific. That's where he's wrong. Okay, he's stupid. It's called sociology. Sociology.
flat out admits, we know this isn't objectively true. Yeah, it's not
What is even the point of school? What is the point?
grounded in science, but it's the policy.
And you can't come out here and say that I'm
I
not
hate
inclusive
this
where-
I
reality.
didn't say you, I said what you were saying was not being
You
inclusive.
kick me out of class. If you want to have a discussion about it, we could have done it. Had a discussion. You don't have to kick me out of class.
I'm sorry,
Waste 30 minutes of my time. Or I could have been down revising, doing something else. Instead, I state something I believe in. You kick me out of class for 30 minutes and waiting on.
Take this somewhere else, Murray. You can make an official complaint.
I'm not going to make an official
Why
complaint.
not?
It's the exact same pattern we just saw play out in
Yep.
the previous example, where that student did make an official complaint. In the UK, the student has no ability to make an official complaint, which is why
Yeah.
we're so fortunate not to have the policies of the UK.
I
Yup.
just think it's.
I know what you think,
God bless America and no place else.
and I know what the authority thinks. I know the authority's point of view.
I know
It's very clear that we make no discrimination on grounds of various.
I wasn't making discrimination. I'm simply saying they're two genders, male and female.
Yeah.
Anything else is a personal identification.
I'm sorry, but you chose to make an issue of making a point.
They're so close to the truth. They're so close. Anything else is a personal identification.
which is contrary to policy.
You made the issue when you complained about the website, sir.
Yes, and I made it in a way.
And I responded to
and I
that by
made.
saying, but there are only two genders.
I
I
never
never made the issue.
that. I am not going to choose, but you're making bad choices.
And it's dangerous when when
Yep.
people like this get backed by the authority. Watch out. That was the whole point of that policy. So that professors like that don't have this move. They can't make this move.
I'm making bad choices, okay. Well, can I take my bag with the researcher and start advising it?
You can stay here.
Okay, I'll stay here. Thanks for wasting my time.
Not just that you
Damn.
found the student to be disruptive, so you kicked him out. No, you genuinely think that this statement is harmful. You're going a step further and
Ron says, how did so many people get captured by this? It boggles my mind. It's because a lot of people are
Why
it's
can't
kind
I
of a lot of
be
things. It's a combination of
transphobic
people being too
in
afraid
me
to stand
public
up. There's not enough
school?
people like this guy that are actually
Well,
standing
at least I don't get shot up. At least me math class ain't a fucking shooting range.
and other people who are doing it, for ideological reasons, and then a completely different set of people doing it for social credit, basically.
arguing and debating with him about it.
Wait, I'm not allowed to tell you how much of my time you wasted.
Okay.
That is so nuts. Well, I mean, I'm glad. I mean, on the bright side, at least in America, I feel like things are starting to turn around. Like, it really does feel that way. And I think the silver lining.
Well, at least me math class ain't a fucking shooting range.
They're not reproducing anyway, so hopefully it just goes out with them. Anyway, and again, luckily, like the culture is like kind of counter swinging now, so that's a good thing.
Yeah,
All
man,
right,
lovely
anyway, let's go
jubbly.